Go.
Hello, and welcome, viewers, to another exciting episode of Wyverse Neon, a cyberpunk virtual tabletop story. I am your resident DM, Mark. Um, we are here with our lovely players, all of whom you have met last session that we had. You can tune into that VOD at the Twitch channel. That is going to be twitch.tv/ Rowena, Roienna. Um,
YouTube
let's jump
for the
right into
VODs.
it.
Yeah, YouTube for the VODs. But yeah.
Let's jump right into it. So, our story left off as our edge runners had finally made their way from Atlanta to Paris. Um, they had a few hiccups, a few vehicular hiccups, so to say, as our heroine, March Hare, expertly handled the vehicle to get here. Um, they had arrived at their hotel destination to meet up with a mysterious yet um, well locally beloved figure, Miss Blanche. The nature of their meeting is curious to say the least. It is not so much known to any particular of the edge runners why they're there, but they have finally made it. They had made their way to their room, got comfortable, headed over to Blanche's VIP suite, exchanged a few pleasantries, um, and had a nice little introduction before we left off last time. Blanche, sitting at her desk, passes a glass of wine to one of the bodyguards and dismisses him as she turns to her PC and her briefcase. It looks as though she is on the telephone with someone. She is speaking to the computer, um, speaking kind of hastily, kind of in a way that she doesn't really want to be having this conversation. As the conversation continues, few heated pleasantries and words are exchanged, um, and then the conversation ends with a sigh. She shakes her head, mad, as she grabs her briefcase and clicks it open and grabs a couple of folios out of it. Sliding it over the table, she looks at Butcher and just motions him with a finger.
Uh, yes, ma'am.
Take it.
Sure.
You take the folio and you you take a look inside of it. Um, it seems to be a property deed for a clinic in downtown Paris.
Oh, uh, um, why are you giving this to me?
I'm giving you nothing. She looks at you and says with a stern voice, "The that mongrel, that American dog, is giving it to you."
Oh, uh, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit taken aback here. Um, s- he told you to hold this for me?
He kind of skips over what you say and slides a pen across the desk. Ever busy, ever punctual. Sign here, 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 here. As she is flipping through the pages. Here, here, here. And this goes on for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh,
Fuck.
wait. Even if you say this is from Wolf, Kronos, can you take a look at this? I just want to make sure that there haven't been any alterations made.
Sure, I
Yes.
could take a look at it.
Wait, but I'm getting a clinic.
You could be signing your soul away, as well. Didn't even
Fuck, you
read.
made my point.
Kronos,
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
gonna
give me a
grab-
deduction check if you'd like to look at that.
What? What was that?
You can give me a deduction roll if you would like to take a look at that paperwork.
Deduction.
Deduction and education because they need to read the goddamn contract.
Would it also not be bureaucracy?
Yeah, it could be
Technically,
many
yes.
things, but I think the DM said what he wanted.
Rules. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
With a 24 Kronos, you go over everything, you look at all the fine print. It is indeed what was told. There don't seem to be any loopholes or anything outlying or understated. It is a clinic being handed over to Butcher from Wolf's property rights. It's just a transfer of ownership.
Everything seems to be in order here. I'm guessing
Sure.
if you want to add anything, you're gonna have to talk to Wolf about it. So yeah,
You-
there you go.
It's good. I'm not signing my fucking soul away.
From what it looks like, no.
Uh, you got it. You see Butcher excitedly sign his name at the dotted lines. Shut up.
do we know where she works at, folks?
Yeah, she works for Eurobank.
Big bank lady.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. It's pretty hazy, don't you think? She's just the bank
I'm
lady.
sorry, Nana. Elaborate, please.
Um, I don't know. It's just I
Question-
tend
oh.
to be a little bit more cautious now. Makes sense, right?
Which
With everything
is
that
why
has
I
happened to
also
us.
Yeah, but that's why I had Kronos take a look at the contract.
I'm not talking about the contract. I'm talking about the person in front of us.
She's a president of Eurobank. That's a pretty high up position.
President?
In the business.
I don't think she's a president. She's
She
high
has
in
a she has a presidential suit. Nice suit, by the way. But I don't. Does that
Then
make her
ask
the
her what it
president?
is. I'm signing this paperwork. I'm getting my clinic. Do you know how happy I am right now?
Okay.
Look, if
Much
y'all have
happier.
questions, I could look over it with a fine comb.
No, it's just
Just
I just want us to be cautious. That's all.
I get that. But clinic, I'm getting my dream here.
All right.
Can I look on my agent at the location of this clinic?
Yes, you may. It's simple enough information to look up. It's quite public. It is located in downtown Paris. It is roughly 3 blocks away from the Eiffel Tower, near the main Militech headquarters. It is a fairly well staffed and fairly well reviewed clinic. Nearly a 0.5% mortality rate. It's pretty nice. You can't really find any flaws or any bad things to be said about it.
Can I do a criminology of the area around it to see if there's anything that may be why we're receiving this property? Or why specifically Icarus is?
Who cares?
Um,
Cool. Let me have it.
you can do a criminology check if you'd like to just check the standing rate of crime in the actual area. But as far as why he's receiving the building, that's something you would have to ask the wolf himself.
Hmm.
With a criminology of 8,
Hmm.
not much besides your average everyday local news stuff. Some gonk gets arrested, but something something you are able to deduce just from common sense is there's not a lot of gun violence going on in the reports.
Okay.
With a sigh, as Icarus signs the last line on the paperwork, she closes the folio and then taps it snugly together, placing it back in her briefcase. She looks at you, Icarus, and she says, ownership will be transferred within a week, pending bureaucracy.
Mm-hmm.
Oop. Should have gotten a copy of that. Too late.
And inside of an envelope in her suitcase, she grabs a pair of keys, a nice little pristine pair of platinum keys, and slides them to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Don't thank me. Thank you, benefactor.
Marge, can I call your husband and tell him thank you?
Oh god.
Yeah, you have his number.
Yeah, but I feel like he'd pick up easier on your phone, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I tried
Yeah,
that
but
last time. He just ignored me.
Mm-hmm.
okay, fine. We're not going to do that here. Thank you
Oh.
for your time, um, Miss Vernil.
She nods.
March gets up to get ready to go back to their rooms.
Hmm.
She she kind of waves you all away as the bodyguards do come by and they escort you out of the door. Um, you do all leave the presidential suite, making your way back to the elevator. Um, and you do get back on your floor and make your way back to your own suite that you were afforded. You all enter into the room. It seems as though room service has already been ordered. Um, you're not sure by whom or for what, but there is a tray with a chrome and silvered lid on it, sitting on a dolly that has been wheeled into your room.
I don't enjoy things being brought in when we are gone. I think March is gonna see if anything else was adjusted.
And I'm gonna have my bodyguards check for any bugs.
Security and tech check from your bodyguard, Kronos. And March Hare, you can give me, let's see. You can give me a perception check, March Hare. The bodyguard with a 25 from Prometheus and a 9 from Dante. Dante's not the technical sort. He's more of the shoot first escalator sort. Prometheus, however, your net running bodyguard with a 25 is able to expertly scan the room and all the devices. Doesn't seem like anything has been bugged or changed. Um, March Hare with a 16. Um, you diligently inspect the room. You look around, checking under the couch pillows, checking in the towels, looking around in the closet, just being cautious, double checking your steps like you have always done. And it doesn't look like anything extra has been added or tampered with. Simply, possibly just from what you can see, the door was opened and this was wheeled in and left, and the door was closed.
Hmm. Um, March goes to the covered tray to check that as well, to see what's in there.
All right. You walk over to the tray. I assume that you're lifting the lid.
That's the only way to check it.
Oh boy.
For March, at least. I like aim the lid though so that it's like covering like in front of my body, like tilting away to kind of check down on it, so to speak.
Man, you guys think I would booby trap lunch? Come on now. You lift the chrome and silvered lid off of the tray. The lid is set aside on the dolly. Looking at the tray, there is a very fine assortment of fresh fruits and chocolates. Many different sweets and candies set aside and stacked up, quite marvelously. Quite a display. Um, on it is a card that reads "Sweets from my sweets."
March laughs and is like, until I confirm this is from Wolf, I don't trust it.
Like that
Um,
in myself.
March is gonna pull out her agent and call for Wolf.
The phone rings a few times. Um, Wolf does answer, a familiar voice on the other side. Yes, my dear. Is everything to your liking? Please tell me they brought you the nice chocolates.
They did. I wanted to make sure that it was for you and not some poisoned thing first thing in Paris.
Ah, my dear. Paris is a very different place. Not many people looking to kill you, at least not on the surface, anyways. You should enjoy yourself while you're there.
Um, did you also provide our resident doctor with a clinic?
The apothecary suggested it. I acted on it. I have no plans on coming to Paris anytime soon. Slightly wanted there.
Understood. I believe that Icarus would like to thank you.
Of course, of course.
And March hands the agent to Icarus.
Icarus grabs the agent. Is Yo, Wolf, thank you, man. If you ever need anything from me, just fuck, man. Just let me know anything. I know it's yours, but I feel obligated to invite you anyway. But maybe you can see me do something good with it. I hope you don't mind me naming it something else. I was thinking of like something called like Orchid Medical. I have this whole idea plan. I have this whole image in my head. I've been wanting this since I was a freaking kid. Since my
Icarus,
dad maybe. Yeah.
Icarus, he's wanted here. He can't come visit it.
Oh, right.
Small chuckle on the other side of the phone. He he says, "Do what you want with it. It's yours now."
Well, I'll still make you proud with it, earn you some money, you know, give you some good name with it, make it even better than it was before.
Well, worth.
I would greatly appreciate it if you kept my name away from it. I am
Oh,
quite wanted there. It could be bad for business.
right. Okay. Well, I'll. You can look at how it does then. I'll make sure it does great.
I'm sure it's in good hands, Doctor.
Finally, someone said it. For God's sake.
Nurse, can I have my phone back?
I,
He
I'm gonna hold on
he
to her
he
phone.
he laughs, hearing March in the background.
Oh man.
Be a good boy and hand the phone back to her, would you?
Yes. He begrudgingly hands back the phone.
Thank you for the gifts, mi lobo.
But of course, my boy, anything for you. Sweets for the sweets.
We
If you
will
need
try
anything, let me
to.
know. I will do my best to do what I can. Like I said, I am wanted, so what I can do is limited. But I can at least afford you a few luxuries.
Understood. We will try to set up our base operations soon, since I know that our stay here is limited.
Smart little bunny.
That's how you outfox a wolf, right?
Jackals.
I
Outfoxed
will
I
see
have
you.
been.
We'll see you back at the den soon, mi corazon.
He acknowledges. The phone call concludes.
Mhm.
As I'm going to allow you all to just kind of explore the room freely, speak to one another, and have a little storytelling between yourselves. As it seems that for the first time in a while, you're able to just kind of sit down and enjoy some luxuries. You're not getting shot at or chased.
March is still hella paranoid, and even though some of the things that they spoke about were uh, delicate in information, it's still better to be on the cautious side for conversations to come. So she's gonna set up her like bug blocker, um, and like a white noise sort of thing to prevent their conversations being heard outside of the room.
I rolled for my condition, Mark.
Did you?
I did a
Let's
while
see
ago.
here.
That's okay.
I see it. I see it at 24.
When we exited the room with Blanche.
Oh, you feel all right.
Okay.
You don't feel any. How do I say this? You don't feel any strenuous stress, but you do feel kind of melancholy, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down in a nearby seat, just tap my feet patiently, like someone that's very stressed and needs to, let that out. I just tap my feet very fast on the floor.
Our top will be just walking around, looking out the window, looking into other rooms, and doing whatever except just sitting in one place. After all, this situation for him is a little less. It's a complete opposite for him what he used to and wants to. So he'll be like energetic child who can just sit in one place.
You're talking to me?
No, myself.
Oh.
That's not healthy. You do that, Artop. You kind of wander around. You're not used to such luxuries afforded to you. Being the hardened solo that you are, you're used to sleeping in cars or sleeping in mini cubicle one night or hotel rooms. Whatever you have to get the job done.
Oh,
You look
yes.
out the window and you see the city lights. Um, it's a lot bigger animal than Night City, that's for sure.
I want to set it on fire.
What?
Yep,
That was fast.
that tracks.
That
We
is
just
the
got
most
here.
American thing I have ever heard.
You say that out loud, correct?
Of course I do.
With a grin on his face.
Feel like there was like this moment where Nana kind of turns to him and then kind of like stops tapping her feet, then lets out like this. of exasperation.
Prometheus, remind me to disable Hardtop's vocal cords just in case he says something stupid.
Off button.
If you try, I will kill you.
You,
You literally
I-
can't.
Yeah,
I
maybe
think.
exactly.
Yeah, you cannot.
Those thoughts are quickly replaced by Militech proprietary happy thoughts.
God damn it. Drugs again.
Yeah, Militech serves gnocchis at the cafeteria.
we get the good stuff.
March is gonna start doing some research on her computer um, for the Psycho Lab, as well as for Arasaka headquarters. Trying to keep it as like non-traceable of research as possible, but just like, maybe information of like people that are traveling in and out or things like that, things they may be associated with.
Can I send the address where we're staying to my agent, to my guy that I'm supposed to meet?
Mm,
You
I
absolutely can. Go ahead, Marcher. I'm sorry.
oh no, I was gonna say we don't know this person. Like, what kind of background check did you provide for them?
I don't know. I just I have this app when I need people, and I just like type their job, and then I just swipe left, swipe right, and then the eddies are just sent whenever I hire someone. So I'm assuming there's some kind of check made on the side of the app. I don't know.
Or just
I
Supposedly
wondering
thought
it's
you
if
were
you
safe.
gonna
can do a
say it's. I thought you were
background
gonna say
check
it's.
on this person.
It's a
No.
friend from a cousin knows this guy.
Mar- March is now also doing a background check on us agent.
I can just imagine Marsha saying right while slowly looking over to her agent.
Mhm.
What's this guy's name?
March, you bust out your personal computer and you begin doing a little research. First and foremost, to any would-be agents, Nana's inviting over precariously to the hotel suite. Um, it takes about a good 10 minutes as you look up all the information you need, and they are what they say they are. Um, albeit they have had a few run-ins with the law, but I mean, what agent of a rock star hasn't? But that's neither here nor there.
Did
Um,
this agent ever have any associations with the tank?
that is not anything that you can find surface level. You would have to give me a criminology if you wanted to dig deeper.
I'm giving you a criminology.
I mean, March, do we really need to go through this? There's a guy for my concerts. Come on.
You questioned my husband in a contract, so yeah, we're gonna.
I mean, okay. It sounds bad now that you're laying it out, okay? But I mean,
My husband
uh,
that also paid for many of your upgrades.
You disrespected
I
her man.
didn't upgrade. I don't know what you're saying. I'm me.
Probably.
Uh-huh. Well, nice stems.
Huh?
You
Like stems like
you
music?
don't you don't find anything outside of what's already public domain. Um, the guy seems fairly trustworthy.
Okay, we'll go with that for now, but I think I'm going to message Wolf and
Oh
ask
my
if
god.
Hey, you It's fine. I'm just sending a message off to Wolf to see if the Hound may be able to find more information on this guy.
You receive a message back that the hound is indisposed at the moment. He'll be of
Got
no
it.
use.
Oh well.
Can you just
Thank
like
you.
trust me for once, perhaps? Hmm?
Hey, no, no.
Yeah, we'll
You might
eventually work
wanna.
Hey,
work
the girls
past.
are
Yeah.
speaking.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, you started speaking over us. What is that?
I didn't
That's the
mean
patriarchy.
anything.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh god.
You were saying, March. We were speaking.
I was saying that it may take a bit to work past the hand necklace that you gave me a while back, but we'll work on it.
The hand necklace.
Hmm. In the
Uh,
desert when you choked me.
huh. So,
But we're working.
holding grudges. Okay.
It's just more building back trust.
You're holding a grudge. I get it. Imagine if I did held mine. Imagine.
Hmm. The grudge where my husband paid for your American tour?
I mean, I
I'm no, it's fine. It's fine. We
no,
are building back.
the thing where you're off, whatever.
Maybe the real grudges were the friends we met along the way.
I mean,
Anyway,
Book killed.
one of your husband's friends tried to kill us. So I don't know if that's ever be uttered from your lips, but I don't think so.
Oh, are we talking when the Hound came in because Hardtop was going to go to the Danger Girls and give them
Oh no, we're
information?
not talking about that. No, 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 no.
Oh,
Anyways,
okay. Because I'm sure our resident cyborg would love to exact revenge on all of us for that one.
Oh no no no!
Sure,
You forgot about
sure. Can I just invite my agent now? This is a
I would like
frustrating
to,
conversation, folks.
very
And if I had the
frustration.
popcorn.
I would like to know what's going through the others' minds as they're watching this extremely passive aggressive conversation take place.
This cat fight.
So
Uh,
horrendous.
I'm just I'm sitting on the couch with my bodyguards, just watching this go through. Like me, I have a drink in hand, just like it's a show. Oh man, which one do you think is gonna win this one? They're gonna punch each other or something, or make out?
Yeah, who's
You
gonna?
I tried that in the past and it failed.
Yeah.
We never kissed.
It was an attempt made to shock you out of a certain state of mind.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can just kiss people now.
Oh,
I guess.
I think it was a good idea at the time, but you didn't go for it, so it failed. But please, the both of you continue with your little conversation here. I'm just here watching.
just let's hope it's not gonna end up in another new neck collar or whatever you necklace on the neck, whatever you did.
Right. Can I invite my guy?
No,
Huh.
We can meet him at the cafe downstairs.
It's the same thing.
not really.
One is a private suite where he will know where you sleep, and the other is not.
Y'all do know we have this place for just a week, right? We could just
Mm-hmm.
go and find another place while we use this place as like a meeting for important or suspicious people.
Right.
Okay,
Okay, let's go downstairs. Who wants to come with me? Meet this guy.
I'll come.
I'll come with you.
All right.
No,
All
no,
right,
you're
we're going to meet a
sending a
stranger.
message to your agents to meet you at the hotel, downstairs, upstairs, at the room.
At a cafe downstairs or whatever is available. That's outside of the hotel, I guess.
All right. While you're sending that message off, Marcher, I believe you wanted to do a little investigation on the Psycho Club.
Yes.
Alrighty. You get on and you begin doing a little bit of research. You utilize your contacts and your databases, looking through a lot of things. Something catches your eye through a few social media posts. It seems like the Hog will be attending in 3 days' time to a very, very extravagant VIP party.
Hmm.
There is a hashtag on his social media post that's quite disturbing. Hashtag Little Sisters. Um, the post is can't wait to show up to the hottest club in Paris. Gonna be getting a hold of some new fresh meat.
Eesh.
Creep.
Yeesh. Is that my guy?
Sounds like
Is that my guy?
No.
Okay.
No. Nope.
Oh.
That's one of my contacts.
your contacts are creepy.
Well,
Yeah.
this one in particular was, and was more to get information on things.
Yeesh.
Is that the guy you took a picture of your chi-chis for?
No, those went to Wolf.
Um,
That's the guy that went to for vehicles, though, that had the camera under the seat.
Oh, that creep. Yeah.
Ugh. Um. Is he in Paris right now?
He will be in 3 days' time.
Can we catch him at the
Mhm.
airport?
Hmm. I I shoot a message off again to Wolf just real quick going, there's a little pig in Paris, it seems.
The message is received. Um, it takes a little bit to get a message back, and it says, "What a shame there isn't a wolf there to bite his throat out."
No, but it doesn't take a wolf to blow his house down.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna save what I want to ask until we're not down in a random cafe to the team. So I think March just continues to do her search a little bit and maybe continues setting up her press contacts here in Paris so that if she does need to stream local, she has sources for that.
All right, you begin reaching out, networking. Um, no, no, what message are you sending to your agent?
I sent him. Literally, I sent him, bro. Meet me there quickly. I don't have a lot of time. Please, quick, fast, very fast, please, right now. I send.
You send the message off. Your agent responds with, "A little busy right now. How urgent is it?"
What the fuck do you mean busy? I paid you. Come now.
Yeah, and we had an agreed upon date. I do service more than just yourself.
This guy's getting blocked.
Well, gonna.
I just report block him on the app why I hired him.
He just leave a bad Yelp review.
Yeah.
He did tell you that it was going to be 4 days before
I
he
do
would be
and I
ready.
do a chargeback on his ass.
Oh, you do
I want something
successfully
exclusive.
do a chargeback. Oh my goodness. Anything else as you ridicule this man in a rather nasty review and successfully charge back the Gettys?
Hey guys, I have Eddie's now. You want some coffee? You want some coffee?
Aren't we all have the Eddies? Unless you just
Hey,
want to
No, I
pay
can.
for us.
I literally just got Eddie's from my chargeback that I can now use on coffee. So it's basically free coffee.
Mm.
yeah, if you're inviting, sure.
If you're paying, then even better.
Well, that's what
And
I'm
I
saying. That's what I'm
It'd be
saying.
nice to try coffee from here.
It's just
They have
coffee.
a goat milk option in parentheses synthetic.
Mm.
Mmm.
What's the difference from the cow synthetic milk?
I don't know. Let's try it out.
Aftertaste, maybe?
Yeah, one gives you an aftertaste of cow, and the other one of a goat. Makes sense.
I don't know if I should try consuming new things right now,
But it's
but I'll
Paris.
watch.
It's
I'll
coffee.
watch.
I'll go to the kiosk. I'll like slam my fist on the kiosk.
No, have some
Uh,
manners.
The kiosk is like just outside of the room. It's in like a little cubby that's near the elevator that has like an ice machine and some laundry facilities. You go to the kiosk and literally everything is in French.
What's what the fuck is that? I just stare at a thing. You guys
You
speak
need me to read
French?
something?
You guys speak French?
Just use translator.
You need me to
March
read
uses the
something for you?
translator on her computer.
What is? Oh wait, I can read that. It says le goat milk. It is just goat milk with le before. Is that bourgeois?
Be common.
Pretty. It's pretty good.
March, do you follow Nana out to use your translator?
Yeah, no, I'm terrified of what trouble she's going to cause. So yes.
You hear the banging on the kiosk outside, and you can only assume one thing as you go outside and you see Nana staring at the kiosk, just utterly confused. You take a look, and it's easy to deduct from a glance that he's not able to actually read anything on there. You bust out your translator, and you're able to help her make her order as she gets her fancy, extravagant goat milk drink.
Wait.
Um,
March.
Yeah.
The drink plops down, and the door opens up as you are able to take your drink. It
March.
is frothy and steamy.
That was this thing back in Night City. You'd go to Bucko Slice, right? And there was like those fountains with all of the drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I used to take like from all of the available drinks, right? And make like a mix of drinks.
Yes, like a suicide.
Yeah, I used to call that an ass blast out, but yeah, that's the suicide, sure. You think we can do that with the coffees? I look at her mischievously.
Lord.
March just turns on the recording on her agent and is like, "Yeah, sure, Nana. Sounds Sounds great.
I literally a kid in an elevator. I press all of the buttons on the machine, and I transfer the Yetis and see what the machine does. That's how you do it, right?
You press every button available, and then you backtrack and circle around and press every button again in reverse order. The machine doesn't respond yet. It beeps and blings, and a voice comes through the speaker box of the kiosk. What are you doing? Make up your mind.
I want a big nasty.
We're
No, that doesn't
through the
sound good.
translator on her computer so that it translates to the person. She's like, we are unfortunately curious Americans and trying to see if we can blend all flavors together.
This is unheard of.
Could
Excuse
you
the
just make us
American. I refuse. No coffee for you. And the door closes.
No.
March then aims the agent up to the sign and says, "So there you have it, my American viewers. This is Paris hospitality. I hope you enjoy this feed. This has been March Hare,
Wait.
and
March. I'm not done.
this
I'm gonna try and wrench the thing open still.
Can I hold back Nana?
March is basically trying to see if this guy realizes that his business is being filmed, if he will like kind of cave to peer pressure."
I think pointing
Nana's
gun is a little
crazy,
more
and
than
then
we
March
should.
is becoming a Karen in France. Let's take it.
Hey, if he opens back up, can you ask for a croissant as well?
Yeah, I'm just
Also,
trying to
would you like
wrench
a
this gate
croissant?
open.
Kronos, order the drinks. I'll deal with them.
The machine responds as you say this, March Hare. The voice comes through again and says, "Andouille, fish la com."
Huh?
What does this translate to?
It's calling you an idiot and saying get lost.
Hardtop, do you want to set something on fire?
No, we're not doing this. No.
I want
Yeah.
my ass blaster.
What?
I want my
All
coffee.
right.
Well,
Let
get
me
your
order for you
coffee.
then.
Kronos, order, please.
And in the background, bang, 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 like the metal arm of Nana just punching at the machine.
Can I
Someone
lift
get her
Nana
out of
up?
there.
Yeah, can I lift Nana up and just like hold her away?
Okay, you.
give, give me a contested brawling check, both of you.
Oh boy.
Mark
Am I
has
able to roll
never
martial arts
seen
for
such shenanigans happen.
March
In this
usually
game.
doesn't go with it.
it? Am I able to roll martial arts for it?
Yeah, you can give me a martial arts first.
I'm not contesting this, so
Okay, you can just give me a martial arts then. With a 29, that is more than enough. You pick up Nana as her arms and legs are flailing as she gets her last good hit in on the machine with a loud clang.
Let's not damage property, please.
The machine rings out, "Merde!"
Rude.
Did I
Yeah,
get
I'm
my
gonna go up to the
eddies?
machine.
Did the eddies go away when I tried to pay for the 50 coffees, like the 50 blend?
It took your eddies.
Hopefully.
Oh man,
Mm-mm.
it took my fucking money.
No, it's okay. I'll just zip you some eddies later. It's fine. Let Kronos order.
Okay.
Yeah, I just go up
Alright.
to the machine and order everyone a regular coffee, probably Nana like a red eye or something.
Jesus
March is
Christ, no.
also March is also kind of looking around us to see if this stir is causing any attention.
Give me a perception check, March here. As Kronos, you approach the machine and it looks at you and says, "Oh, finally, Monsieur, I can tell by your suit you are a man of prestige. I give you a coffee." Uh, March here
Times four.
with a perception of 31. there are several maids with house attendants at either end of the hallway, just peeking out of their rooms. They're surfacing. They're
This
whispering to one another under their breath. Um, you can't hear or understand much, but you think you hear Americana somewhere in there.
Sounds about right.
This fucking French accent is killing me. Oh man.
Kronos machine looks at you. The little servo eye kind of zooms in. Would you like extra cream with your coffee, monsieur?
Yeah, you have that special goat milk, synthetic.
Ah, but of course, warmed for you. You should try the gray stuff. It is the best.
Did you say gray stuff?
Oh yes.
I think I'm fine with the regular stuff.
You have no taste. The thing snaps at you
Okay,
with your
dude.
coffee.
You never tasted the gray stuff before. How could you?
The gray stuff. Would you trust it?
Hell no. Just regular, please.
I was just gonna assume you were gonna dump it into the coffee and then give that to Nana.
No more coffee for you, stupid Americans.
Hey, give me my freaking coffee, and I kick it.
you, you kick the machine. The loud resonant clang goes through the hallways. One of the staff managers from the elevator, looking around, speaking with the maids as they're like pointing down the hallway. And the staff manager approaches you, a young man with brown hair and brown eyes, very well shaven, clean cut, with a nice suit uniform on. He looks at you and fixes his lapel. Monsieur, is there a problem here?
March turns the camera to him.
Yeah, this freaking stupid machine is trying to steal my coffee.
It stole
And
my
giving me
fucking
some
money.
weird sludge.
Stop
Ah.
fucking shaking around, Nana.
I assure you, there is no problem with our machinery. It is serviced and supplied to us by the finest supplier in all of France.
And what's that supplier?
The problem, the supplier doesn't give us the supply.
I am not at liberty to discuss hotel business, madam. May I request you stop recording me?
No. This
Watch
is
the
my
rest.
right as a
No, it is.
media.
No.
And I pull out my press pass.
We're gonna get kicked out of France.
I want to do something that will probably make it even worse.
I was going to be conducting a travel piece on Americans in Paris, but it seems like standards have dropped.
America.
March is being a Karen. Nana's flailing around like a kid trying to get coffee.
I have a
We
question.
paid we paid for 50 coffees out of this machine and it refuses to provide us the coffees that were paid for.
because
Give me
because
gray
because
sludge.
Monsieur doesn't want to give me my ass blaster. You're gonna give me my ass blaster, or I'm gonna ass blast you.
I really think you should stop saying that. You know, they're gonna give the weird.
What's so wrong with the term? It's the right term.
I don't think they call it that here.
It probably
in
has a
Nigeria, but
different form here in France.
yeah.
Even oh wow.
However, 50 drinks were paid for, 50 drinks were not provided.
The machine chimes in almost inaudibly. Sean Cole.
Hey, shut up, you freaking machine. We're talking with the manager here.
Also, your machine is getting lippy with us.
Oof, love it.
Seeing how two of the people already punched the machine, can I also punch it?
Sure,
Considering,
you can.
considering with my body of 20, how strong it will be.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
The
god.
machine is dead. I'm gonna break it.
I think we're all going through coffee withdrawal.
I just imagine him just wrenching his arm into the machine and getting the guy out.
He just pulls out
Yeah.
this little guy.
Just the guy that was making the coffees.
Give me a body check.
I remember that gif of the guy getting pulled out of a toilet like this, like through the wall, or
Yeah.
basically.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh no way.
Oh Lord.
Don't ask
Hard
me why
top,
it's 34.
Just felt you
hard
fall,
top
buddy.
with a body check of 34. Your fist glides through the machine like a hot knife through butter. It also punctures through the wall and damages one of the pipes as water starts spewing out of the wall. Coffee dribbling out of the machine everywhere like a broken body. All the staff are shocked and look at this as the manager does his best to calm everyone down and send them back to their jobs. And the manager looks at you and says some obscenities, and then quickly hurries down the stairs saying something about authorities.
And
Go ahead, Kronos.
I believe this is where we book it, and I run for
Yep.
it. And
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
I literally gave you the coffee, it's dripping down the pipes, just drink it already.
Can I have my? Do I have my
Hey.
50 coffee?
It
My
doesn't
50 in
look
one?
like
I mean, at this point, there's just like scrap
Kronos?
metal and like 100 cups and
Okay,
just
it's
water
fucked.
and coffee everywhere.
It's fucked.
Kronos.
Yeah.
I need you to have your guard go through the security feed here and cut it.
oh yeah, she could do that.
Okay.
That is actually easy enough. The DV is not high enough to even roll towards with her passive. As the feed in this particular room is cut, the manager is just all sorts of infuriated as he gets back on the elevator and hits the button to go down. You're all just kind of standing in this hallway.
Oh,
A
what?
water main is just kind of like spewing out on the floor as two timid maids come to just like do their best with some towels and some mops, meagerly looking at you.
This was
The-
not in our hotel, right? Because we had gone down to
Yeah, we
the
were
cafe, not
outside
in
to
the
a
hotel.
cafe.
Yeah, this wasn't in the actual room, and it wasn't like it was like away from the room.
No,
In
no,
the hotel,
that's not
but
what we're saying. Well, we're not in the hotel, correct?
Because Nana had wanted to meet the guy outside
Yeah,
the hotel.
outside.
Oh,
I
yeah,
said we go
yeah.
outside the hotel. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
that
just
was
a fucking coffee
cafe.
shop manager that's mad. What is he gonna do? Like throw coffee at us? I don't know.
Probably.
Well, it sounds like this one that we found was in a different hotel then, but we need to get out of this hotel and go back to ours.
the
because
same hotel, a copy right
it's-
next to it.
It's
Just
like
run
a
across the street.
It's like a
Hmm.
multiplex hotel. Like
Oh.
it's a hotel building, and then like the
Mm.
downstairs is kind of like an outlet mall, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's
we're gonna
sick. That's
get
sick.
out of here. Yeah.
All right, let's get out, folks. Didn't you have that meeting with Militech you needed to go to?
Oh yeah.
Should we go there?
You
Are we
both
allowed to
asked.
even go there? It's like I don't.
I
Now
said
that we're
we,
allowed.
but
If y'all-
maybe
if-
I don't know.
y'all could go if y'all want. If
Yeah, we're
y'all
friends of the guy.
behave. Y'all have to watch your manners, because trust me,
I have the
you do
best
something as stupid as this,
manners.
they're gonna kick you out.
Well, I don't think they have to keep them. Make sure they have proper manners. So after all, wherever is Militech, it's American soil.
How are we gonna get there? I
But
have
the
my
door.
bike.
is that
When you're-
true? Is Militech like considered an embassy?
It is, yes.
Oh,
It is on
shit,
American
okay.
soil.
So yes, better to claim American soil.
All right.
March, you get a text message from Wolf. It reads, why was my credit card billed $50,000 for a vending machine?
How did they? March never paid any money to them. It wasn't her Eddie's, so it was all just only Militech and
The
Nana.
the staff at the building know what room you're in. That's their job.
Uh,
I didn't get my 15-1.
I would tell Wolf, we destroyed a machine after they failed to provide services and became snippy and rude with us. And by we, I do mean hardtop. But but we still have not received our coffee.
We might be going through withdrawal for caffeine.
There's no response for a solid 5 minutes until you finally get a ... back.
I
Can we? March just goes pregnancy rage ?
Who's rage? Yours or mine?
Yeah, Altop's pregnancy rage.
Goodness.
Also, why
goodness.
is this machine 50,000 eddies?
Yeah, that was fucked up. There was a guy inside it. Was barely a machine. Was barely a machine.
I'm
Please
sure
tell
it
me there
had,
wasn't really a guy inside.
the message you get back, March, is I'm sure it had something to do with the added note of the plumbing damage.
Ah.
Yeah, there was a pipe burst.
March is like, if I were you, I'd still contest it. On our way to Militech,
Mhm.
and then yeah, puts her.
How are we gonna get there?
Well, we can either take the broken down van, or we can
It's
walk.
missing a
Or
gear. It's missing a gear.
March, the
Hmm?
van is manual. I heard it as I was driving past you guys. Second, you have no first gear. That thing is gonna die very quickly as you keep driving it.
Kronos is gonna drive us there with his, you know,
Just pull a cab.
official Militech car, no?
Literally AV
Call a
comes up.
limo or something.
Huh? I don't know. I'm just.
I could probably call them for a ride.
That'd be
Call them,
cool.
like, with a truck with a cargo attachment on the back, so you can put hearts up on the back.
Yeah, there's
little
like
wag.
a little crane hook. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
March is going to wire transfer 25,000 eddies to Wolf because she feels bad.
Not even. You should add a little kissy heart emoji with the tongue.
He's gonna have the bill for the credit card ready for you.
This has given me a new purpose in life. I need the coffee machine cyberware, like the kebab one, but for
Oh.
coffee.
No.
Arasaka Ninja Tech latte maker.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Kronos, you said you wanted to make a call to Militech for a ride, correct?
Yeah.
Alrighty. You put that phone call in on a secured line. They inform you to be on the rooftop in the next 10 minutes. They will send an AV for you and your team.
All right, guys, let's head up. Guess we're flying there.
Afterwards, can we go to the clinic, please? I'd like to go see it.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
pretty close by,
Yeah,
right?
sure. Afterwards.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
there's
why I said
probably people working there already and doing their own thing.
yeah, and they need to see their boss. No?
No.
Aren't you their boss?
Yeah.
He wants to show himself off.
You want to see
No.
yourself?
No, I want to make sure everything is good, and if they need anything from me.
Okay.
Like I'd like to run this clinic. I don't want to keep it in the background. It's like
No,
one of my
I
dreams.
get it. Oh my god.
Let's
You
hope the
always use your
challenge
words
of it
for
doesn't
me.
phase up.
And if you want
We'll
Mr.
get there
Militech,
afterwards.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
you wanted security for your clinic, right?
I mean, if possible, yeah.
Yeah, we'll review the contract at Militech.
Turrets.
Turrets
So
are
you're,
expensive. I don't have that kind of money.
You're all making your way to the rooftop, is that right?
Yep.
Oh yes.
Alrighty. It doesn't take long at all. Quick little walk to the elevator. Quick little elevator to the rooftop to the helipad. You look out and you see the expanse of city lights, shining and flickering. All the hard lights, or I'm sorry, the hollow lights, advertisements for many different things. Paris is different from Night City, but the corporate and capitalist attitude is very much still the same. Doesn't matter where in the world you go, you still can't get away from those Arasaka and Militech and Biotechnica logos. On the horizon, within the next several minutes, a rather large armored air carrier arrives, a chic black, with its honed wings and slanted nose, comes down and lands. The rear opens up as the pilot looks at you all and gives you the hand signal to load in. You do all load in. It is quite spacious, quite roomy. Even enough room for our local resident coffee machine brutalist. The AV takes off. It is a brisk 10 minutes flight over to the Militech headquarters in Paris. You see that this building is a little bit different as it is surrounded with some pretty nice state-of-the-art walls to keep out people. It looks more like an embassy than a business, but everything is owned by a corporation these days, somewhere down the line. The AV does land on the helipad adjacent to the building, within the walls of the same property. You do all get out as a rather stout platoon of Militech employees and guards are there to greet you. They are lined up at attention. A couple of mech suits standing at attention as well, guarding the guarding the four watchtowers of the helipad. Look at you with whirring and buzzing lights. A very sharp dressed man in military attire makes his way out of the very tall black building. He adjusts his tie. His dress is kind of a militant business look. It seems to be a suit of sort with a more military aspect to it. Several medals adorn his jacket. His salt and pepper hair slicked back in a very refined way. One cybernetic eye of a clear whitish crystalline blue color. The other eye seems natural. A very heavy burn mark on his left face where the false eye resides. He makes his way up to you, Kronos, and he holds out his hand. Lieutenant Riker, welcome to Militech.
Finally, feels like home here.
Hello, good sir. We're just here to check in.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble with them commies down at the hotel.
Sorry.
Nah,
Yeah,
we gave them a good beating. You know, it's like they didn't want to give us coffee, so we showed them.
I still
We
didn't
showed
get
them
my
and we're-
coffee, my 15 one.
We showed them and then we're billed $50,000 for showing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it to the damn French. They don't deliver, and then they take it all away from you. Reminds me of the war, 2057. Anyways, Mr. Kronos, how is our asset doing?
He's doing great. Physically, but mentally, he might need some tweaking.
To be expected. It's highly experimental. Now
Mark
come.
scoots a few steps farther away from our top of that.
He looks at you, Kronos, and he says, now come, follow closely. Keep your friends in a single file line. Keep their hands to themselves.
You bet. All
Uh,
right, kids, behave yourselves, and I might convince them to get you into the armory, see what kind of cool toys they have.
You all do make your way to the large metallic sliding door of the sheen glass black building. Lieutenant Riker turns around. He looks at you, Kronos, and then he looks at March Hare, and he says, "No recording, no cameras."
March tucks her agent into her bag. Well, into her pocket.
He nods and brings you all through a checkpoint, of which you're all expedited through. The other employees just kind of looking at you disgruntled because they have to go through like customs and whatever. And you guys just kind of waltz through. He brings you all through. And he says, "Mr. Kronos, I take it you're here for that thing that we need done."
I'm sorry, which one? Oh, right, yes. Why don't you give these guys a tour, and me and my guys will go with you to talk it out.
believe I should be present at talking.
Oh yeah, and
Well,
Hardtop comes with us too.
before we continue, I need to know. He leans in close to you, Kronos. Is this your crew? How well do you trust them?
Let's see here.
We hearing this?
Anyone with amplified hearing can roll perception.
You bet your ass.
So March would be the smart one. Icarus would be the butcher. I mean the nurse, and crazy. But of course, my bodyguards have been vetted.
Is there a rock
Um,
near by my foot?
No, it's a very very clean military kept facility.
Okay.
Every
I
single
throw a
blade of
bandage at
grass,
Kronos.
every single blade of grass is cut to perfection. March Hare and Icarus with a 21 and 18 respectively. You're able to listen on this conversation. Nana, however, with a 15, it's mostly mumbles and whispers. You're kind of distracted at the sheer size and militant attitude of this whole place. Kind of gives you an uneasy vibe because you know, you're a rebel rocker and you're
I'm
literally
anti-establishment.
standing. Yeah, you're anti-establishment and you're literally standing in the establishment.
Fuck, if only I had a bomb. I just muttered to myself.
March glares at her for that.
Did
Do
you
I-
did you
No, like
mutter that out loud or
no.
mutter that
So
like
I
in your
muttered
head?
that, I think people close to me would be able to hear, and when I realized they heard that, I say, like Johnny.
No, no, no,
Mm,
no.
not while we're here.
I'm not sure Johnny Silverhand's much better of a mention.
Yeah,
But okay.
no, but she's like, could happen, but I have nothing, and I don't want to, but it could. She's just
Mm.
mentioning it.
All right.
March is suddenly like, should we have gone to like some museum, a rocker museum or something? Like she's suddenly rethinking being here.
Lieutenant Regular looks at you and he just kind of nods in acknowledgement to your choice. Skeptical, but acknowledgement. Um, he brings you on a rather long walk. You pass through several corridors, um, head up a couple flights of stairs, take a few elevators, head through some more corridors. All the while, he is explaining to you the the job at hand, which is the Arasaka database core. There's a data center housing many experimental schematics here in Paris that they want destroyed. Um, if you're able to retain any of the information from the data center, Militech will buy it from you at a premium. However, destroying it will be enough if that's all you can manage. Um, as you are all going through this building, seeing this, it's sickening how pristine it is. How how much bureaucracy and how much just corporatism is surging through this. Everyone looks like pawns at a. Um, everyone is everyone is like working in unison. Everyone is wearing the same suit or the same business skirt. All the women have like the same hairdo. Um, all the men have like perfectly shaved and clean faces. Like it is like uniform across the board. It kind of makes you all feel kind of weird being here.
March
Um,
fluffs her hair a little bit, walking past.
you definitely get some jealous looks as some of the employees question their life choices of career.
I glance
Um,
back at everyone. Is now you know why I take drugs. Anything to get rid of this fucking depressing place.
Right.
Lieutenant Riker looks at you. He says, as you all approach a large glass walled, blacked out, like a one way type of an office that is kind of in the middle of a very long hallway down. Um, he says, I'm going to be having you all assigned a netrunner of my choosing. She is,
Oh no, no, no. We already have a net runner. I don't think another one would be the smart thing to do. You know how they are, just trying to one up each other.
need I remind you that I outrank you, Mr. Kronos?
Uh, fine, whatever.
Very well. She's a bit rougher on the edges, less than what I would call professional, but I will get you in. Uh, the door is pounded on. Um, there's no answer immediately, but the door is pounded on once again as Riker says, "Come on, get your ass up and at him." As the door does finally slide open, but there's no one there. It is just automatically opened. Riker says, "Go on in, meet up with your contact. I'll debrief you about everything later after you make some pleasantries."
Awesome.
You you all make your way inside of the room as the glass door slams shut behind you. The room is very dimly lit. It is very different from the other office cubicles or the offices that you were able to see through the glass and see into of the higher up CEOs and upper management and highly ranked staff. It seems more like a home than an actual office cubicle, which is kind of different from what you've been used to this entire tour here. Um, you make your way into the office a little bit deeper down as some of you see a very familiar face hooked up to a chair. Lou, why don't you tell everyone what they're seeing right now?
Yeah, you see a very different 13. She has um, covered the metal of her body with synthetic skin. She wears what seems to be fairly basic but expensive looking clothing. And her hair, instead of being straightened, is completely all over the place and is dyed um, in this almost like weird fluorescent pink and blue. She also has glasses now that add a slight tint in front of her eyes.
And just for a bonus, why don't you describe what this out of place office looks like?
Yeah,
I assume, given her personality, it is not a corporate setting.
no, it's very much like homey and cozy. Around her net run chair, there's like a bunch of like takeout foods. Uh, like how do you say? Papers and things like in detritus. Um, Otherwise, the rest of the area seems to be fairly clean, though there is like a layer of dust instead of detritus there, meaning that she probably spends most of her time near the chair or in it rather than the rest of this homey, cozy apartment looking thing.
R13. Um, you are begrudgingly interrupted by the annoying Lieutenant Riker.
Ugh.
The banging and beating on the door interrupts your diving. As you do let these ones in, you do notice them all on the camera feed as they're making their way towards you.
I'll
Um,
uh,
how
I'll
do you
start to
react?
disconnect. I'll start to disconnect from my dive, and I'll just kind of shove the papers and the plastics and everything just away from view as much as I can. But it's obvious. It's obvious that there is still detritus there. Um, just gonna stretch a little bit and stand up from the chow.
I'm gonna give you all this moment to interact with one another. Um, I'm gonna say for intents and purposes, um, Nana is gonna be kind of disassociating right now, just
Yeah.
kind of in her own world, staring off. So I'm gonna have you act as R13,
Yep.
and you're all going to just kind of have a little reunion together. Go ahead, floor is yours, guys.
Hey, Chris is basically having a fucking mini heart attack right now.
Hey guys.
I'll be darned.
Alonelycat is confused. Like, who is she?
Oh, right. They cut that part of your brain out. It's RO13. Remember?
No.
It's just 13 now. It's easier to say as well.
Cool.
You guys got my messages, right? I was trying to be cryptic, but whatever. I didn't expect you guys to come here this soon.
Messages?
we're
Did we get
here.
messages?
I did send messages to March.
Oh, yes. March just blows her a kiss.
The true land of the free, isn't it? La France. My homeland.
Not so free. It doesn't give coffee for at least.
What?
Oh, earlier we tried to order coffee out of a machine. We got a little chaotic, and they did not serve us the 50 coffees that we ordered, and instead got rude with us and ended up with a broken machine.
Right. Well, that's definitely something. She's gonna extend our arms for Damien to come, but you're just still, I'm assuming. And she just
Having
waits.
like a little fucking mini panic attack, yeah.
And she just waits. And there's a silence. Unless someone else speaks, but she just waits, arms opened.
So you've been here the whole time.
Well, when you freed me from Arasaka, I told you guys what I was gonna do. I was gonna come back to France, get my bearings back, just think and just concentrate on other things. And well, what always was a Militech employee, so I just continued. They were generous to let me transfer.
Hmm.
Yeah, they didn't tell me anything. Apparently, I'm not high level enough.
No, you're not.
But now that you're here, you
13.
can tell me, right? You know, just
I'm sure
on the
we can
download.
talk about that later. Yes?
Cool.
Okay.
I look over at Icarus with his mouth wide open, like trying to nudge him forward to interact with 13.
I wouldn't say mouth open, but he is staring very blankly.
Damien, are you okay?
Uh, uh,
He's been through a lot.
I can understand that, but I'm here.
he's gonna.
13. Give me a security and tech check real quick.
Gotcha. $31.
Your firewalls are enough to block a certain little intruder. Hardtop, your little sister, looks at you, kind of pops in, and her holographic image just kind of like sits on the couch and like crosses her arms. I can't look at this one.
Oh, you want it so? How unfortunate. Maybe when we catch her off guard next time.
RO13, you're able to look through the camera feed and looking where Hardtop is looking at the couch, where Hardtop sees a little girl, you see a cluster of ones and zeros in a very vague humanoid shape.
Is it dark? Like a dark cluster?
Yeah, it's just like a kind of a staticky black cluster with like green binary.
Uh, I'm just gonna ignore it for now, but I'll just start my subroutines just in case. Um,
Continue, Icarus. I'm sorry.
Deckers is gonna slowly move forward and then just attempt to lift his arms up for a hug. And then just try to hug 13, but he is, well, he's not sure what to think. 1,000 words in his mind right now, and they're all racing past him.
I give him a little push just so I could get in with a hug, hugging her.
Yeah. He gets pushed forward by Kronos to hug 13.
oh, hey, there you go. You look different.
Yeah, I cleaned myself up a bit.
That's a shame. I like the, and I just swipe on your chin, and the side of your face.
I needed a refresher. It'll grow back eventually.
Okay. Well, you've been. How do I even? You've been making waves in Atlanta. That's kind of impressive. Honestly, I wouldn't have done it that way, but it's
You've been watching us?
it's okay. Well, when people die in the middle of the street, usually there's news feeds that talk about it.
Good point.
And I like knowing what my teammates are up to. So, yeah, I do keep an eye on you, though you don't have anything like trackers or anything. I do it the good old way.
I mean, some of us have trackers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that so? Huh. The silence tells a lot.
We've been through a lot.
March smiles and is like, some of us just have very protective spouses.
I can understand that, especially when your significant other gets in mortal danger every afternoon.
Oh, what's an afternoon without mortal danger?
I look at Icarus intensely.
Not my fault I get unlucky.
I'm glad you're back.
Uh-huh.
I'll roll um, human perception. 22.
You can give me an acting, or you can just succumb to it.
With my 0 and yeah, I'm gonna succumb to it. I made
Uh,
I made Icarus to be good at 2 things: punching shit and medical stuff. That's it.
I'll tell you what, roll a cool. If you can preem it, I'll
Really?
if you can preem it, I'll let you describe to me a really convincing act.
This
Oh,
is gonna be good.
Christ.
uh,
There's gonna be a one. Well, damn it.
Oh,
Well, it,
Your voice is cracking and you're and you're sweating profusely. Uh, she can read you like an open book. Why don't you tell us the words on the pages of that book?
Well, there's a lot, to be honest.
Damien,
So yes,
go on.
we've been through a lot. I've done a lot.
Well, I've heard that from the others.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
I assume I assumed you wanted nothing to do with me since I chose a team over you. I made the last minute decision while we were in the elevator.
Oh, that's uh, that's funny.
I just smacked myself in the face, embarrassed for him. Good God.
Really fucking funny. Where's the confetti? When do you tell me I'm getting tricked, pranked?
What do you mean?
What made you think I wanted nothing to do with you?
It's been weeks. You haven't heard anything from me, and I left you in the elevator to get escorted by the airport by my brother.
I gave you my jacket, and I said, I'll be there when you come back.
That jacket is burnt up right now.
I don't care. I'm gonna ignore. I'm gonna ignore him and look at the others. What's the deal? Then I look at Nana, that's just absent-mindedly just staring off in the distance.
I assume she's just sitting there with an unlit cigarette in her mouth, just kind of kicking her legs back and forth. Just like staring off into nothingness.
Yeah. What's up? What's the
13, you look around and you've been slightly debriefed. Many things redacted. Um, not much is known to you about this large shell other than it is hardtop. You're not sure how much of it remains as hardtop.
Mhm.
But it's quite different and very cold, very chilling to look at. Um,
I'll look.
the very deft whirring of the servos and the the cameras installed on nearly every limb, kind of like zooming in on you, looking at you. You can whether hardtop wants to or not, you can feel every inch of your body being scanned constantly.
I don't like this feeling. Can my sister get rid of it?
It is a defense mechanism. Your programming is quite weary around netrunners. It's got you on edge.
Everyone's so silent. What is going on?
We
What
didn't
were you
expect to see you
debriefed
again.
of?
Not much.
How secure is this room? From Militech, even.
I'll be all right for a bit.
Um, March pulls out her like scrambler and um, what other devices that she has to prevent listening. She should. Oop, power just flickered. Um, she should have I think something to go against glass.
The
To
window trembler.
yes, because
All
I
right.
believe the glass windows around us are all.
You set up the trembler and you activate the jammer. They are active for now.
March is like, Arasaka has been using little girls to create weapons. Weapons that include ones that some of us utilize at the moment.
I'm sorry, this is all so very interesting.
That is what led me to you to try to stop this sort of program.
Bertine just shakes her head and she can't focus.
Danger Girls in Atlanta wanted to keep that program going.
Okay.
And Wolf is working with us to dismantle it. I am unfortunately part of the reason that Hardtop is like this.
He killed me.
March flinches at that. He's not wrong.
Okay.
And
What sort of
I have ties, familial ties in Arasaka to human trafficking.
On that bombshell of information, I'm going to call for a quick 5-minute break so that everyone can use the restroom and get yourselves some water, and we will reconvene. We will reconvene in 5 minutes, guys. Hope all the viewers are having a blast out there. But now's the time to go get yourself some snacks and to refill those drinks of yours.
Yep. See you guys in a bit.
Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody. Hope everyone was able to get those snacks and those restroom breaks and those drinks and the bombshell of information of the human trafficking and the Little Sister Project brought up by March Hare. RO13, a little bit of your diving. Um, you know a little bit about this. Um, particularly the time that you spent as a young girl being groomed as a runner for Arasaka, and the brief moments that you were. You seem to recall one of the girls that were plucked from your program to be utilized as such.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you kind of recollect all this information, and in a very weird, almost supernatural kind of sense, that cluster of static black and binary seems kind of familiar. The shapes are coming back to you.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't focus.
Why don't we? Why don't we get you out of here first? We need to get info for Militech on the mission first, and then we'll take you to like a coffee shop or somewhere.
Really coffee after what you told me happened?
A better coffee shop,
Right.
not the stupid machines.
I'd like to. I'd
Do
like
you
to have
need
an
a minute?
answer.
What?
I just still at Damien, which is Icarus. Well, people who don't know.
What would you like to know?
You know what I need, what I want to know. I mean, I've been waiting. You seem to have not. So what's up?
A lot of things happen. Very high stress situations. Saved a few people. There was a choice made that wasn't the best.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Fair enough. I'm not even gonna roll that.
Roll me some damage as he takes the hit.
One moment.
Oh yeah, punching people. Let's go.
That's
When
what
can
Mark
I
lives for.
Yep.
punch someone now?
March scoots
Oh,
farther from Mark.
Icarus, you're going to take 7 solid damage as you have a nice clean connection of a fist to your jaw.
Mm-hmm. That. I deserve much more than that.
You know, there are parts of me that thought that maybe maybe I was right to leave. I regretted leaving. Clearly needed my help. Everyone needed my help. But clearly you don't need me anymore, so why should I help you now?
Because you're not helping him, you're helping them. And she points to her gun.
"13, you're You're interrupted. You're interrupted as Riker comes on your intercom. You're helping them because that's what we pay you to do. Open the doors.
Oh boy, he sounds angry.
He always sounds angry.
How much of that did they hear?
They shouldn't
Probably
have.
everything.
You say that 13, but your quick net running wit quickly looks over to Hardtop, and you put two and two together, and you realize that you have a literal listening device staring at you.
Fuck.
March is just like taking her window jammer down and her all the other stuff.
You jammed the wrong thing.
Should have jammed it somewhere else, huh?
Yeah.
I'll just
Someone's gonna
insult
be
to.
Hardtop, bend over.
Yeah.
I'll just insult to Riker. I'll say, with the time we've been working together, I'm sure you know I don't listen or react well to pressure. So please speak to me with decency, otherwise you won't have the results you want.
Open the door, please. Employee number 13.
I have a name.
Miss Marie, would you please open the door?
Of course. I opened the door.
You open the door. Mr. Riker comes in, looks around, and just kind of like with his finger just kind of rubs some of the dust off of one of the counters and looks at it, gives a sigh. Turn some lights on in here. It's bad for your eyes.
Eyes that
Anyway.
are not real eyes.
Kids. One day you'll understand.
Alright.
Anyways, Mr. Kronos, I have your file here for you. It'll have everything that you need, as much help as we can get you. A very highly guarded place. If we can have a seat here and we can discuss some things. Riker looks at you, and then just kind of like he looks at you, Murray, 13, and then he just kind of like looks up at the light fixture and just kind of.
Oh, you want me to turn on the lights?
That would be favorable, yes, Miss Murray.
Done. Lights turns on.
You know, that's the first time I've actually heard higher up Militech refer to someone, call them their name rather than their employer number.
Yeah, well.
Please let us go over these. He lays out several files, and it's kind of old school. It's not like a data chip that you would like slot. This is like actual like drone footage, like printouts and stuff like that, like hard copies. He lays them out on the counter before all of you. Just kind of like brushing away some dust and a few fast food containers, just like begrudgingly. Um, he says the data center is under the Eiffel Tower. As you know, Arasaka holds claim to more than 60% of the national treasures, quote unquote, here.
Which
Mr.
is
Arasaka
bullshit.
himself. As you know, Mr. Arasaka himself is quite a purveyor of art. Many things in Europe belong to Arasaka, whether we like them or not. They can keep their art. We will keep our guns. The data center is underneath the Eiffel Tower. We know that there are at least 3 entrances to this place. Which one you choose to enter is entirely up to you. He lays out some paperwork with some photography on it from like an aerial shot, like an infrared aerial shot. Directly underneath is a kind of a heavily guarded kind of an. It's like a shack. It's like a pump room kind of thing. Um, and then to the east is a small building, kind of like a kiosk. And then to the south is a ticket booth for tours. Um, he tells you that they have no way of knowing exactly what's inside, besides a few corporate espionage attempts. A few employees paid off that they were able to gather information. That there are several checkpoints in place once you actually enter, most of which are biometric. Um, Riker looks at you, 13, and says that should be nothing of bother to a netrunner such as yourself, I would assume. He uh, he goes on to explain how the thing that he and Militech specifically, Mr. Militech himself, or Mr. Lazarus
John
himself,
Militek.
John Militech. It's funny you say that. They kind of refer to him as like John Militech.
Sick.
But I want to say without referencing the book, I think his name is like Tyler Lazarus. Is the name of the guy that actually owns it.
I prefer
Um,
John Militek.
you know what? It's John Militech from here on out.
Hell yeah.
Mr. John Militech.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. All right. So he tells you all that the higher ups are looking for something specific. A lot of the information has been redacted. Not even he knows much about it. But you are looking for a particular file of interest. Everything else is just a bonus that Militech will pay you a premium for, but an essential piece of information that they are looking for so that they can implement it into their research and reverse engineering team is something called the Little Sister Project. Not much else is known about it. He bundles everything back up into the folio, ties off the cord around the vanilla envelope, hands it to you, Kronos. He lets you all know that you have 48 hours to commence the operation. Um, Weapons and gear are self procured. Militech will have zero involvement in this whatsoever, and if you are caught, they will deny any involvement in it whatsoever. Uh, as such, 13, any and all net running that you do will be scrubbed of any Militech logos or Militech programs. And hard top your hardware as well as your software will also be physically and cybernetically, like the serial numbers that tie them to Militech will be removed.
Good.
Um, and Mr. Kronos, your bodyguards will not be accompanying you on this.
I'm sorry, what?
Tough luck for you, I guess.
Hmm. Is there Riker? Is there routes for social engineering at all, or
Social
well,
engineering with Arasaka.
He
you'd be
points to the
surprised.
southern. He points to the southern ticket booth and he says, "There are tours, guided tours, that go about every night and every morning of the Eiffel Tower. It is possible you could weasel your way in that way."
Hmm.
Well, we are a bunch of American tourists.
I'm not.
Oh, yes, but you could be my Paris friend, showing us the tourist spots.
Okay.
How well do you know this place, 13? Or Paris, I mean.
I've been here for a bit. Not as much
So
as
you
I
could
know
be
the
our.
South.
Oh. I mean, you could still be our tour guide, so that could work.
I could.
Riker reaches into his briefcase. He says, "There was one thing we were able to procure. Perhaps your local media personality could make use of it." He slides across the table a Biotechnica press pass. It is expired. The photo on it is not March, but with some working and maybe a few connections, you could probably get this into a passable fake.
Is there any soirees that are scheduled to happen during a night near or on the Eiffel Tower?
There is an air show that is supposed to garner friendship between the British and the French. Even this many years, even this many years later,
I'm
they're still
sorry.
squabbling over things.
Yeah.
The British Prime Minister has made an agreement with the French government that the Royal British Air Force will be having a display, an air show over top. Several aircrafts will be flying around in a jubilant fashion.
Yeah, no person that
Yeesh.
puts beans on toast for breakfast is gonna be my friend, I'm afraid.
Now that we can agree on, Riker nods. Mm. To put them back in their place like we did back in 1897.
Was a while ago. I'm thinking. I don't know how well we could blend into that crowd, but if we take this night to infiltrate, most people and most security detail is going to be busy looking over the crowd. Could be
Um,
worth a shot.
looking at Lieutenant Riker, March goes, "Do you know of any, say, local restaurants that Arasaka executives tend to visit regularly? I'm sure there are some people that catch your eye."
We tend to stay away from those due to corporate interests. However, I will tell you that there is an Arasaka owned sushi bar. It is in downtown Paris, a block east from the Eiffel Tower. It is called the Moonrise Phoenix. This is where a lot, from what we can tell, anyways, take this with a grain of salt. A lot of Arasaka employees dine. They are quite picky about their traditions, so to say. The French food doesn't suit their palate.
No
Hmm.
wonder.
Um, is it all right if I use my agent right now?
He looks at you kind of begrudgingly. Fine.
March starts checking on her agent, like not even waiting for a response, um, to look up any reservations at this sushi restaurant that might be available.
Booked out.
Always. Oh damn! I guess we're gonna take it.
What are
Hmm.
the? I mean, we
I was
could.
looking to see if I could get us invited to this air show, or
We could. I could try and change the names on some of the tickets or the reservations.
Lieutenant Riker leaves all the paperwork there nicely in a pile. He stands up and he says, "Well, I'm needed elsewhere. You have your dossier. I am going to take my leave now. Remember, you have 48 hours to execute this plan. I suggest taking the first 24 to prepare. You can never be too careful. Good day. And on behalf of Militech, we thank you for your patriotism.
Hmm. Riker,
Yes.
I wish you a good 5 hour long whiskey tasting session in your office. We all know you don't work.
I have much to attend to, Miss Marie.
Yo,
And
Paul,
do clean up the take-up boxes. She knocks one of the noodle cups off the table and turns heel and walks away. The door shuts behind him.
Damn, that guy has such a stick up his ass.
I wouldn't say that. He's useful for what he does. He can be nice as well. He's one of the cogs that has been bent into shape because of this company. He's not a bad guy. Just a
If you
cog.
say so.
High praise is coming from you.
I know, right?
So who's going to this Arasaka restaurant?
I'd stick
Well,
out like a sore thumb.
I need to get a change of clothes before we go, but maybe there's something in the mall below us that I can pick
I
up
have
real quick
clothes.
to
I have
clean up
clothing.
well.
You got a suit I can wear, Kronos? Maybe, hopefully, a bigger size.
No, we have to go do some shopping. We'll get you a suit there.
Okay.
Um, I was thinking maybe a small birthday reservation of our group so that people don't have to act as though they're entangled with others to make it easier to flirt and get plus ones at an upcoming air show.
What about Hardtop? He'd be stick out like a sore thumb.
Maybe I should
Yes.
take a little more discreet route inside, not with you.
But what executive goes around without muscle?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'd have to give him like a new paint job with like Arasaka logos on him and everything.
Not
But yeah, we could
really.
do that.
I
Then
thought
I
they were
don't.
already planning on scrubbing him.
The only
Well,
Militech numbers off, not anything else. So I
yes,
wouldn't
Well,
serial
have.
well,
numbers.
if they're moving, if they're removing the serial codes, they're removing the branding as well. Would be dumb to leave the branding on.
Yeah.
Put a little Adam Smasher sticker on them.
I wish to know if this fucker is still alive. I want to kill him again.
I don't think
I
you
think
killed him
we've
the first time.
I think we've confirmed that he was still alive in the news feeds.
Good.
I mean, if we're going into an Arasaka place, we could say he's a protege of Smasher
2.0.
or his
No, that wouldn't work.
or his toy.
The man doesn't take proteges. He's like the soloist solo that's ever soloed.
Doesn't he have like a gang in New York or something?
Yeah, but they're expendables. They're like toys to him.
He too is expendable.
Um, I thought about attaching to myself to my old contact, but I've been told that he has become more crazed lately, and it would not be wise to do so, as I could much more easily end up as a doll if I do.
At all?
A doll. That is unfortunately a favorite of the hog.
Okay. Let's think.
But if we can attach ourselves to an Osaka executive that is not
It's so
that
risky.
particular concept, it's all risky, but
I think we can, instead of trying to replace someone from Arasaka, we could instead, like, how much time do we have? 48 hours. We could try and court them in a way, make them like us.
That was the plan, yeah.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
I meant.
Well, we're on the same,
On the same page.
right?
If we pick the right person, we could, get them close, get close to them. Maybe have their guard down, and then probably abduct them, take whatever we need information,
That
ID.
that would leave a trail.
Mm.
I've done these sorts of operations before. Most of the time, you can get away without killing or touching anyone, really.
Mm-hmm. The other option would be to infiltrate staff of whatever Arasaka is working, but that's harder, in my opinion.
The Eiffel Tower stuff, you mean?
Yes.
It wouldn't be too hard. Would be easier to put yourselves on
The employee list.
yeah.
Hmm.
But I'd need to get access to their. I'm assuming their network is closed off, so it would be a 2-day operation instead of 1-day operation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd need to get into their servers and add us in, and to remove any potential casualties, remove the others from the planning.
This is just spitballing again.
Yes,
but
we are.
Hardtop will punch the wall.
That's my wall.
But I'm fucking tired of this talking. Can we just barge in, go straight to the entrance, punch the hole into the door, whatever the gates are there, and just go inside? Why do we have to all this infiltration, this sneaky thing?
Didn't you say you were gonna sneak?
Yes, I can, but all this talk is pissing me off. It's just.
Well, hardtop, not all of us are made entirely out of chrome.
Well, that's too damn bad. Then fix it.
No.
Artub, do you have your inhibitors off or
You
on?
have a mouth on you, boy. You weren't like that before.
If only I could just turn off the skill switch right now.
But you can't. I could, but I won't. I'm not suicidal.
I'm considering it right now.
Why don't we do this for now? Why don't we go shopping? And probably if Hardtop wants, we could send them to get a nice ride, getaway car, basically.
Can probably provide clothing for March.
Yeah, yeah. Nice dresses and some suits.
Yeah. We need to look the part.
Mm-hmm.
Again, my specialty ever since I've been in Paris is social engineering. It got me out of my shell. So if I can get started with someone, start to speak to them, then it's game.
Right.
13. You you feel that thing probing at you again, but
Oh
it's
my God.
unsuccessful.
I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna wrist bolt it.
Alrighty, roll the damage on it. Let's see here. Passive versus passive. It's gonna succeed. Hardtop, your head's gonna hurt a little bit as your little sister just kind of blips out of existence for a moment.
Oh, fuck. Well, if, I guess I'm gonna do it. Can I ask you to disable the kill switch?
What?
Oh boy.
Oh Lord have mercy.
You're asking sister to turn your kill switch off?
Yes.
Sister is unresponsive
Yeah.
as she has
She's
been hit by a
disabled.
bolt.
And I'll continue to keep her disabled.
Hmm. I will just. Oh, sure. I will open the. No. Maybe. Can I do that? Probably yes. It doesn't mean I will be directly attacking you, so probably it will work.
Hmm.
Let's hear it.
I want to activate the grenade.
Uh,
I don't think you would
Incendiary.
be able to.
Excuse me?
Incendiary grenade. Pop it up.
Just in the room?
Of course, in the room. Where else?
It would hurt
Your-
Militech employees. I don't think you would be able to.
We can
Maybe
try.
maybe wait until we're outside the Militech facility before you try and
You're gonna get
blow shit
scrapped
up.
if you do.
Hardtop, you grab the grenade, and your finger wraps around the pen, and you physically cannot bring yourself to pull the pin. Your programming takes over, and your hand on the pen goes lax as your directive reminds you that a grenade going off at this proximity inside of a Militech building would be against corporate likings.
God, I wish to rip your head off with a spine was still attached to it.
I know. But you can't.
Soon.
No, not soon.
Yes.
Never.
March will be next as well.
No, hardtop. That's just no. Just no. Stop that.
All right.
Hardtop.
So our murder bot is getting bored. Why don't we get out of this depressing place already?
My place is depressing to you?
This whole place, this whole facility, the freaking drones walking all over.
Yeah. You're right with that. Keep your puppy in a leash, will you? And his
Hardtop,
girl as well.
your little sister blips back into existence. Ow! That hurt.
It did.
Why'd she do that? She's trying to say hi.
Maybe. But if she's not nice, I guess we gotta kill her.
Are you saying this out loud?
Diabolical, she says to you.
I know. That's what you want, isn't it?
She like looks around the room and you see her like crawl over everybody and like get behind them very creepily and look around, and she's just kind of like eyeballing everyone, and she's like, soon we'll have our time together, Mr. Hardtop.
Hopefully we get to deal with Eversaka first.
Oh, I hate those guys.
Yeah, we gotta kill a lot of them today, maybe tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry, you'll do plenty of killing, big guy. Once we
Yes.
get there, I'm gonna turn your limiters off.
Sounds magnificent. Ah,
Um, I rolled human's perception to see if he's talking to whatever thing I was feeling.
With a 23, um, I'd say hardtop could roll an acting.
acting.
Yeah, though I don't think it's gonna matter. But you
I
know,
know.
uh,
I mean, I have a base of 5. I will fail
oh,
anyway,
no.
unless I roll 2 frames. But who knows? Maybe I will. Nah, that's 14.
no,
Why do I have plus 6? Anyway,
she can read you like an open book. She can literally see you like staring at the couch and like nodding and like kind of under your breath.
I'll electronics and security check to use the Militech network to get access into his routines.
Let me check your clearances. You might not even need to roll because he's a corporate asset. Didn't think I'd need to be looking this up. One moment. Let's see here. You do. You are a veteran employee. You do have access to subroutines as you were able to load in and read all of his hardware, which is an extensive list of hardware. Um, a very extensive list.
I'll find the virus and unleash black ice on it.
Alrighty. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to roll for sister.
Yep.
You assault this program gremlin. Quite literally a gremlin.
I want to contain it using the black ice if possible.
It's gonna take an extensive amount of RAM. Nearly all of what you have. You won't be able to commit anymore. Um,
For
quick
now, it's
accent.
okay. I don't have anything to do right now. So I'll do that for now. It's just so dangerous while we're talking about how to go about this thing.
oh, it's not dangerous.
With the 25 um, against Little Sister's check. Using every scrap of resource of memory and RAM and virtual memory, you were able to contain the programming, if only temporarily. Hardtop, your mind feels at ease and pretty quiet. It's like you took the yappy dog and put it outside in the yard for a moment.
Too quiet. I don't like it.
The voices made him sane.
No, bring my voices back.
13 it
Then
is. It is resisting you. It'll make
Yeah.
periodic checks to break out.
I know. He says that, I'll say, and you be a good dog and listen to your master.
I will fucking kill you.
Well,
No, you will not.
you
Are
get
you
to be without perhaps what you think is your only friend, even though there are friends in your room here. For a long,
Well,
long
I don't
time.
know. I don't know if I can call them fans if they everyone watched me die. And even try to stop me, and
I wasn't
basically no one
there.
even tried to stop to kill me.
I wasn't
Yeah,
there, but you want to kill me, so
you're a
what's up with
coward.
that?
Why shouldn't I kill you?
Oh,
Oh man.
Hard top, your head kind of goes lax and rears back as your mouth opens wide and a hollow light comes out. Are you tired of your friends listening in? Are you tired of things happening that you don't want to happen? Do you just want to kill everything? Then you need the Street Avenger from Militech. Brand new space age technology. And it's literally just an ad for a
It's
shotgun.
an ad. Ugh.
did
Great,
an
you
ad,
turned on the commercial program.
What is
did a
What
it?
is it?
fucking ad come out of his mouth?
Yeah.
They did say it was
Paid for that?
experimental. I'm guessing they added that in.
Did you get paid for that, Kronos?
I should.
Kronos, you Kronos, you do get $180 for everyone in the room watching the ad.
Free money, yes.
Let's go. Advertisement money.
Anyways, we should really get going.
Right.
All right.
Everyone has their nice little meetup. Nana's quick to snap back into it as you all do gather up. I assume, but I don't want to make too bold of an assumption, is 13 leaving her office to go with the others.
Oh. Okay. So folks, plan of action.
Mm-hmm. Are we doing the restaurant?
Sounds like a good idea, no?
I feel like it's risky. We're gonna be surrounded.
If we're made, we're fucked.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Y'all are okay to keep a hardtop out in the car for like a getaway driver, right?
I have his thing trapped for now. He should be docile. At least for a
Alright.
bit.
How crazy is that roll?
Damn.
um,
So then are you wanting to go in as employees?
I feel like it's not gonna be easier, but it's gonna be there's gonna be less risks involved. Strolling into a Arasaka restaurant is not on my list of things I'd like to do in Paris.
I mean, the food's not that bad.
What happens if they realize why we're here? People will die. If not us, them, and then we have a target on our back. The whole operation is done. They'll add more security on the Eiffel Tower. They'll be expecting something.
That's fair. Um, okay, then we can do the employee route if we can get false
I mean, if you have better
employee
things,
IDs.
that's the only thing I could think of. If you have better options, I'm free to follow that.
No, I mean with going to an Arasaka restaurant as a media it, and a blogger, I could easily be in there to be, conducting stuff for my online blog, but it's I understand that we could do this other ways,
I
and
say
I
we
some may
go as
not fit in there as
employees.
well.
Um, to add something else, I also have a biotechnica card, but it's not a fake. I can just get into biotechnica areas. Hopefully, that can help vouch for Marsh if there's issues with her card.
that would be
So
yeah, that could be something.
I could be like Kronos. You can call me like your fucking therapist or some shit that you just have traveling with you, or your personal doctor or technician for the robot. I don't know. Pick something. You know,
Personal nurse.
personal nurse. Yeah, sure. I'll do it if it's just for the mission.
Nah, I think a nurse is too much. Why not something like a masseuse or something like that?
Masseuse. I'm not massaging you.
Well, actually, March,
Yeah.
do you have a micro video?
I have cameras at my disposal.
Mm, not directly in your eyes, is it?
No. I like the real things.
Right.
I have glasses though.
It's not as discreet.
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, if we're going the employee route, we need to know what company is going to be the security detail for that night. I know a couple companies. The main one here in Paris is RSVP. They are pretty expensive. They have really good net runners. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna be able to, but something that we could try.
Yeah, I could go in as part of the serving or dining staff as well.
Right. Can I look up information about that event, knowing what sort of security detail is going to be there, Mark?
You absolutely can. Um,
I have no RAM though. Does that affect my search?
it does. You're gonna have to release Little Sister for you to use
Can I
your.
use my agent?
If you use your agent, it's gonna be more of a surface thing, like somebody like, like Googling.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
if you want to do that.
Um, you can do that, March, right? Actually,
Yeah. I mean, I can
let's
surface
just
level
yeah,
search.
let's do that. I'd rather have a lock on the thing that's trying to kill us at the moment.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Kind of weird searching up. How tight is security?
I think you built your own coffin with this guy, March. Just saying.
I didn't build him. I just
I know you didn't build him, but you did kill him, which led to his creation. So you built
true.
your own coffin.
Well,
I
I
think we all
suppose
had
there
a
are
hand in
worse
that.
coffins.
Okay, let's get going.
Oh,
Search for the event.
it's
And
easy enough to look up. The Royal British Navy or Royal British Air Force presents the most spectacular air show in France. Uh, it is hosted by the British military, one of the very few militaries still standing in today's Earth in 2076. It is funded by Arasaka. Um, there are a few other companies that are involved. Psychust, um, Psychust, uh, Dyn- Dynalar Technologies, and Kinjuri Technology. Um, they are all involved in this.
Okay.
Um,
And yeah, go ahead.
can I look up maybe not who they is like sponsoring this, but if it shows security provided by such and such anywhere in their advert, like the reassuring people that security will be of the utmost as it's being provided by such and such, or quality of uh, high-end experience provided by such and such food company, or things like that, or any other like food companies that are bragging about being a part of this
Any
on social media.
third party companies that participate to the event, basically. I think at that
Yeah.
point.
Looking it up at a surface, it's pretty public domain information. You're able to see that security is provided by Blackwatch,
Sure.
and the catering is provided by numerous local French restaurants and catering companies. Kind of supporting the little man, I guess. You're able to just kind of look at the web page and like dig deeper, and just from your experience looking into these things, it's kind of like the corpos trying to just get some PR, like, yeah, look at us, we're sponsoring the little man, we support small businesses.
Mm-hmm.
We we could find the smallest business, the least known business, and try and
Wait a
visit
minute.
there.
I have a business.
Okay.
Small business.
It's a small one. It's a
No, but
medical
that's
one.
not the point. You're not participating in the event, are you?
Do I see anything
Advertisement.
about the clinic being mentioned anywhere of any association with this event?
None at all.
Yeah, didn't think so. Nope.
Worth a
Sorry, you're
shot.
not
It
associated
wouldn't
with it
make
yet.
sense.
Worth a
I mean,
shot.
might have paramedics on standby.
All
Mm-hmm.
supplied by Trauma Team International,
Yep.
the highest
Mm-hmm.
Damn
paid
it.
#1 medical association on the.
Hmm.
Yeah, so the smallest like restaurant or thing that participates to this, find it, we go visit, and then we do some social
Yeah.
engineering, social hacking.
Okay. Can I look up a restaurant, like a smaller catering company that is associated with this, or restaurant?
You can. Um, doing a quick little quick little local restaurant search. You look around, scrolling through, you do see all of your typical corporate BS on there. Your fast food pizza, your kibble and go, things like that. Um, but you soon sift through all the garbage, and the corporate meanderings. You're able to find some of the local and still family owned restaurants. One prominent French Italian fusion restaurant stands out to you. It is a small restaurant. It employs 20 employees, half of which are family. It is family owned. It doesn't have much more information on it. It's more just like a menu. The website is very small, very very basic. It's mostly just like a contact number, a logo, and some menu items, along with some prices. Uh, not a lot of money has gone into this website at all.
Anyone here speak French and Italian?
I'm just gonna
Well,
point at 13.
um, Mark 13 is born in Nice, which is right next to Italy.
Um,
I don't know because I couldn't choose multiple languages at the start. Is street speak and another language, right?
give me a local expert check, and if it's high enough to my liking, I will say that you picked up some Italian in your younger days.
Buongiorno.
With a 20, you indeed know you know basic Italian. You're not going to know a lot of the slang or
Right.
comfortable terms,
Yeah.
but you know enough to ask for directions, order some food, and have a small conversation.
Family restaurant. Is the name of the restaurant the family name by any?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is the Lacombe French Italian fusion.
I need my RAM really bad because I could search for the name and get a list of people, get the phone numbers, and then we just act as if from the restaurant, and then the people who are already there, we say, oh, this person got into a crash or something, and they just leave because they need to go. That could
Or
work,
we could
no?
see if they also need more staff for
Mm,
working such a high-end event.
I mean, then they would have actual. They would know our faces and everything. I don't think that's optimal.
I just imagine you guys putting hard top behind the counter, and he's got like a little Italian mustache on with like a little chef hat and an apron, and he's like making pizzas and like spinning the dough at like Mach 3.
Time to cook, I guess.
But then he
um,
doesn't put it in the oven; he puts it in his chest cavity.
the I feel like if we start to interact directly with them, it's gonna be problematic. I don't know what you guys think, but that's what I think.
Okay, but
We have the info. We know the name of the restaurant. We know what they are supposed to make for foods. So French Italian mixes. There's a couple food items on the website. So we could get those made, hopefully.
could we
And
at least go to the restaurant to try the food to know the flavor profiles that we'll be trying to imitate? Or order it as takeout?
I have a better idea. Since Dante and Prometheus cannot go, have them go there. They cannot come with us, so they're not gonna show up. Anyways, they cannot be traced back, and we'll have all the information we can.
Okay.
I trust your netrunner can do some social engineering, Kronos.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Prometheus is gonna nod at you. She knows her way around it in a few words. She's not terribly too bad on the eyes either. Could work to her advantage.
I think we got a plan.
Great.
Anyone has any other ideas? Perhaps better ideas than what I'm laying down.
We do need to find uniforms that will match what they're going to be wearing.
We'll see. I'm sure Prometheus and Dante will see that when they get to the restaurant. They'll probably be wearing the same thing at the event.
In the dossier they gave us, it says something about arts where the data center is, right?
Where what is? I'm sorry.
No, they said Militech has weapons, Americans and Japanese have art.
Yeah,
Oh.
Arasaka has their art. Militech has
Yeah.
their guns.
Okay.
Okay.
If y'all still want to try to get in contact with an Arasaka agent,
It's too risky.
all right.
Good
I
way
guess
to
we're going
finish on
top.
a mid hook by the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I trust your two friends there, so hopefully you trust them as well.
Yeah, they're
And
good.
besides, they get to eat free. It's kind of like a date, right?
The bodyguards look at each other, and Dante seems a little eager, but Prometheus is all about business.
Oh, man.
Poor
Poor
guy.
Dante.
Poor Dante.
Oh well.
All right. So, let's see.
Gonna need you to give me that security tech, as
Again?
your RAM is really struggling.
If I feel
You're
pushing, I conjure to the virus. I conjure images of me flipping fingers to it.
you struggle to keep it contained, but you do. You fight with it, and you you send your images to it. The struggle goes silent for a minute, and you get a text message from an unknown number, and it's just a frowny face, like a pouty face.
I answer. Who are you? What are you?
The response is just a winky face.
You can tell
As
I
it,
don't trust you. I type.
as it will struggle against you one last time.
Do I need to reroll?
Oh yeah,
All right. I'll use my luck on this one near the end of the sesh. So
go for it.
I'm just
How much
gonna
luck?
all of it, like 5. I'm gonna
All
add
right,
it directly.
Why would it work?
all 5.
Ooh.
Bam, baby! Oh my god! I'm so sick.
Damn. Wow. Damn.
Oh, that preem roll there. You were able to quickly contain it. You received no more responses.
Can I put it
And
on a shard?
you cannot. No.
Oh, man.
All attempts. How you contain it is one thing.
Gotcha.
Trying to make sense of it is so much encryption your head spins.
Okay.
It's like trying to dive into the deep web.
Okay. Understood.
So sounds like we all have a plan.
Yeah.
Is everyone in agreement with this plan? Does anyone have anything to add? Icarus, you were kind of quiet there.
Wonder why.
Oh man.
Icarus, I guess the only thing I could say that Icarus could add would be maybe offering his motorcycle for emergency transport for like one person, or I want to go to the clinic to see if they have a van I can steal, like a medical van or something. Well, is it
Yeah.
stealing if I own it? I mean, they don't
Uh,
know I own it, so
yeah, I was about to say, technically it's stealing because the bureaucracies of France, the paperwork and whatnot.
Very slow.
Blanche did say it was going to take about a week for
Ooh.
oh yeah,
ownership to
shit,
transfer.
you're right.
Very, very slow.
So yeah, I mean, you could steal it and bring it back in a week and say it was yours.
Surprise! Actually your owner, so it wasn't stealing.
I was just like, I was just past tense borrowing it. That's all.
That's gonna go over real well as the new owner.
I'm sure it
Point,
will.
never mind. I have my motorcycle. That's something. So I can take one person with me, and if shit goes dark,
Hmm.
and
Um,
I obviously have my medical skills, so if someone gets hurt, and I'll just take the most hurt person with me if shit goes bad.
Um, whenever we go shopping for some stuff, I think March is going to try to go to a salon or something to change her hair. Just because if we're going in on an Arasaka thing, my looks are kind of known a bit in that company right now.
oh, how right you are.
Yeah.
I have tech hair as well, so I can do that. I have chem skin, so I can make myself look white.
Goodness.
March doesn't have those things, so I will
So
have to do it the
w-
old-fashioned way.
white skin and black hair, and I'll straighten it.
We only have a couple minutes left.
Yep.
I will say that the plan is there, but if anyone has anything they would like to add that I can take notes on for whenever we reconvene next week, um, such as March with her salon visit or 13 with her makeover. Does anyone have anything else they would like to kind of churn in there with the plans?
Oh,
No,
no.
I don't. The only way I think, no, no, no. I don't think I can infiltrate sneakily in terms of, ooh, be on the plain side and whatnot. All I can do is basically go through the back door and do a havoc here.
I mean, we could, if Hardtop is bored, we could use him as a distraction of sorts, either to get in or to get out.
I like it. I like it. I'm sure Hardtop likes that idea too. I'm almost willing to bet that he's banking on that.
Just wait as much carnage as possible to distract everyone.
This man wants chaos and chaos only.
I
Well,
don't want peace. I want problems always.
I need my bloodlust satisfied.
All right.
And Icarus, anything in closing? Anything you'd like to try to accomplish before things happen? We have 13 with her hairdo and skin change. March with her salon visit. Kronos with his calm demeanor. He's pretty confident everything is rightly in place. Hardtop boiling his seething rage. Icarus, what about you? Any preliminaries you want to get out of the way?
I think he's completely out. He fell asleep.
Yes.
wake up.
Well, on that, we are at our end time.
Yeah.
I I'm going to go ahead and pause the game there. We will reconvene next week. I'd like to thank you all for coming this week. I had a lot of fun. We had some new faces and some old faces. Some bombshells dropped. We had some fun and some laughter. But I would also like to thank the people that are tuning in and watching this and supporting us. We thank you a lot from the bottom of our heart. And we hope to see you all again same time next week.
Yep.
I wish you all a wonderful and happy weekend. And we will see you all again next time.